The pulse of Toronto baseball fans is pounding right now. And honestly, who can blame them? All the way across the Pacific, news has dropped that Munetaka Murakami has officially been posted in Japan. And the moment that happened, his name didn't just whisper its way into conversations around Toronto. It kicked the door down, grabbed a microphone, and started echoing loudly. At the very same time, Bichette is still staring at that $22 million qualifying offer like it's a tricky pitch on a full count, and the clock is showing no mercy. If that answer comes back as a no, suddenly the road clears for Murakami to storm in like a bolt of blue lightning right through the heart of the lineup. This is the kind of crossroads moment that can flip a franchise upside down, shake loose the old furniture, and force everyone to rethink what comes next. And when you remember how close Toronto was in October, just one swing from rewriting that story, it's impossible not to feel that this decision could change everything. Right now, the atmosphere around the team feels like standing in the middle of a storm that somehow carries both fear and excitement. Toronto is stuck between holding on to familiar faces and daring to reinvent itself. Bichette has been the steady rhythm, the reliable beat that kept the offense moving, the player fans trusted to show up when it mattered. Yet here we are, with no response as the calendar keeps flipping pages. Meanwhile, rising across the ocean is Murakami, only 25 years old, already famous for launching 56 home runs in a single season, swinging a bat that looks like it could scare baseballs into orbit. It almost feels scripted, like fate is leaning in and asking the front office a very uncomfortable question. Are you brave enough to change the main character of this story? Here's where things get spicy. Murakami's posting doesn't just open the door, it opens a very specific 45-day window. And wouldn't you know it, that window lines up perfectly with the exact time frame Bichette has to make his decision. Coincidence? Or a front office move timed with the precision of a veteran pitcher painting the corner? Around the league, insiders are already buzzing. Teams are circling Murakami because chances like this don't come often, a prime-age power bat available without gutting your farm system. For Toronto, this isn't just a backup plan. This might be the most dangerous plan B the franchise has had in years. And if Bichette walks, let's be honest, Murakami doesn't stay plan B for long. He jumps straight to the front of the line. But what does that really say about the direction of the team? Are we watching the birth of a brand new era, or the quiet signal that the Bichette-Guerrero chapter is starting to close? Fans can feel the weight of that question, because losing Bichette isn't just about replacing the shortstop on the field. It's about losing a familiar heartbeat, a face people have grown up cheering for. At the same time, the thought of Murakami arriving with his raw power, youthful confidence, and fearless energy lights a spark that's hard to ignore. Hope has a funny way of sneaking back in when you least expect it. From a practical standpoint, the blueprint almost writes itself. Murakami settles in at third base, while a steady, no-drama shortstop keeps the defense calm. Maybe it's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, maybe Jorge Mateo, maybe another quiet stabilizer. Not flashy names, but reliable ones. It's the kind of measured approach that keeps a team competitive without smashing the panic button. Still, there's no escaping the emotional side of it all. Can you truly replace what Bichette represents to this city? That question hangs in the air like a fly ball no one's quite sure will stay in the park. This is where the deeper choice reveals itself. Toronto stands at a fork in the road that will define its identity for years. Murakami represents power, youth, and risk. Bichette represents continuity, chemistry, and loyalty. It's the classic battle between the heart and the spreadsheet. If the plan clicks, Murakami's thunder in the lineup combined with a tightened defense could usher in a more balanced, more mature version of this team. Maybe 2026 becomes the year Toronto finally pushes past that missing game and grabs what's been just out of reach. In a strange way, this feels like the most Toronto baseball storyline imaginable, possibly losing a symbol while discovering another with the same promise of tomorrow. If Bichette stays, the heartbeat remains steady at shortstop, and the dream continues with the core that made the city believe. If he goes, Murakami's arrival could introduce a new rhythm, a fresh kind of thunder echoing through the Rogers Center. Pain and hope tangled together, because that's what being a fan is all about. Murakami is raw electricity, a player arriving hungry to leave his mark. Bichette is connection, trust, and familiarity. And right in the middle of these crossing destinies stands an unshakable blue and white passion that refuses to fade. Lineups change, faces come and go, but belief in this city never disappears. This is the kind of moment we live for at 9 Innings Media. So, what do you think? Hold on or turn the page. Is Murakami the next blue lightning strike? Drop a like, share your thoughts, and let everyone know that this passion doesn't cool off no matter how stormy the future looks.